He said it was going to be an uphill climb from the very beginning, but good on them to try because they honestly believe that he did murder his wife. Michael Jaafar, your thoughts on this verdict? There was no physical evidence really putting him there, and it was a tough one. What do you do now if you're the state 8-4 on that, the manslaughter? The other charges are done. You get one shot at those, so they're not coming back with the same case. Your thoughts on whether or not, just listening to him, do you think they'll refile in this one?
I think they're going to refile, and I think they have to. They did an awesome job in the case, painting him out to be a villain, right? We all saw the non-admissible evidence in this case that the jury obviously could not see. We saw the fact that he was charged for stalking in Alabama. We saw that the same exact thing that they blamed him to do to Karen and to murder Karen, right? He's been basically accused of doing in Alabama with his second wife, right? So this guy clearly is a villain. They painted him out to be a villain. 3 weeks after she filed the divorce, she winds up dead. And there was a screw in her tire, and it was down the street from her house, and the stories did not line up. But for the fact that there were no forensic evidence tying him to her body, he would have been convicted easily, right? It was a lack of forensic evidence tying him to the scene, to the actual body itself, is why he was not convicted, right? But other than that, you saw the jury was hung 8-4 in voluntary manslaughter, which in Tennessee does require you to intentionally kill somebody, right? So at least 8 jurors with no forensic evidence still found him to be guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. But a retrial of this case, if you're going to wait 10 years, 11 years to bring charges, that means you hate this person and you feel that justice demands that you bring the charges. So why wouldn't you recharge after a mistrial when you know you have the momentum on your side? You now know that any juror that comes in, unfortunately, will be tainted by all the non-admissible evidence, the text messages that were left out, the fact that they could not even talk about his stalking charge in Alabama. Why wouldn't you bring it? I mean, bring it. You're not going to get a not guilty. You're not going to get 12 out of 12 jurors in the second trial saying he didn't do this. Right? There's reasonable doubt. So you either get another mistrial, or you get a conviction, in which case you get some justice for the family of Karen.